report to you that after 5 hours of hard work uh, and many days of review before the economists came to this very important meeting, we were able to agree to a text that is acceptable to all the member economies. I'd like to express to you, sir, and to all the members that we are truly honored that the member economies gave us the chance to facilitate this very meaningful and very special dialogue and exchange of views in the last 5 hours, sir.
Excellencies, heads of delegation, distinguished delegates, it is my distinct honor and pleasure to accept and adopt this plan of action on behalf of this meeting and hereby endorse it to APEC leaders. I note and commend the hard work, really hard, the volume of substantive efforts and the labors of working groups and of this high-level policy dialogue on food security and blue economy that culminated in the crafting and adoption of this historic plan of action. The Philippines, through the Department of Agriculture and Environment and Natural Resources, thanks all the APEC member economies and their distinguished delegations for honoring us with their active participation and sharing of substantive contributions. Let me also express our collective thanks to the APEC Philippines 2015 National Organizing Council, led by the Philippines Department of Foreign Affairs, our local secretariat and facilitators, the great province of Iloilo, the equally great city of Iloilo, and their magnificent citizens. Thank you very much. Excellencies, heads of delegations, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, I now invite my esteemed colleague, the Secretary of Environment and Natural Resources of the Philippines, the Honorable Ramon Paje, for his closing remarks. Secretary Paje, please, you have the floor.
Thank you, Secretary Alcala. What happened to us this afternoon is very close to the common virtue in the Philippines. We always say in the Philippines that anything that is important to us, we have to labor for it. This is very important to us. We believe the topic that we have discussed is very important to the region. It is just right for us to work for it. Your Excellencies, distinguished delegates and guests, again, good afternoon. Today, as we conclude our first high-level policy dialogue on food security and blue economy, I wish to invite you to reflect on the importance and potential outcomes of this historic meeting. For the past 2 days, we have comprehensively discussed the 3 important priorities initiated by the host economy and adopted the Iloilo Plan of Action, which are envisioned to be implemented by our member economies. The first set of initiatives pertain to concrete and feasible actions of sustainable management and conservation of our coastal and marine resources, which we believe will lead to resilient ocean and coastal resources and ecosystems, coastal communities, and sustainable aquaculture. The next set of actions comprised of important strategies geared toward the significant reduction of fish loss during harvest, storage, processing, distribution, and marketing, while the third set of action will lead to the development of an agribusiness plan and blue economy in the APEC region that will open opportunities for inclusive economic growth. This plan of action brings forth the integration of the work of Oceans and Fisheries Working Group and the Policy Partnership on Food Security of APEC. Moreover, this plan of action has strengthened the important role of our partners in the private sectors in shaping our blue economy initiatives in the APEC region. The plan of action we have adopted today gives emphasis on science-based conservation, restoration, enhancement, protection and management of our ocean, coastal and marine resources, and sustainable aquaculture in the APEC region. It is expected that through these actions, we can optimize support for fishery productivity and better ecological services that the various marine ecosystems provide. The improvement of the conditions of our ocean resources, together with the efficient strategies for reducing food losses in each stage of the supply chain, translate to more and better quality food for our people. Likewise, this plan of action promotes agribusiness, market development, and open trade for the integration of small-scale fishers and fish farmers into global food chains in the context of blue economy. This is the reason why I feel so privileged to be part of this historic meeting. I am very pleased that we have adopted a plan of action and taken the first step in collectively addressing our common problems besetting our coastal and marine resources in our region. We have indeed added an extra mile in our journey to foster economic growth in our region and narrow the economic gap. Moving on, I wish that we can bring this plan of action into tangible outputs as we strongly encourage member economies to implement our strategy, to lay the foundation of a healthy and resilient marine and coastal resources. We truly believe that this plan of action will promote the realization of our theme for the APEC 2015, Building Inclusive Economies, Building a Better World. As I close this meeting, allow me to thank each one of you for your contributions and initiatives and for spending time to come and actively participate in this meeting. And more importantly, for adopting this plan of action. I wish you a pleasant journey back to your respective economies, and I look forward to our success. Again, thank you and good evening to all.
Thank you very much, Secretary Paje. Excellencies, heads of delegations, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, I now declare the first high-level policy dialogue on food security and the blue economy to be closed. This meeting is adjourned. Thank you very much.